After being out of school for 4 years, you mean to tell me y'all finna garnish my check? Them loans been in deferment for 4 years, and I plan on keeping them in deferment. I ain't got it. I owe over $100,000 in student loans. You really think you finna get that money back? I can't even spare 1% of my money to pay you this money back. When I seen they was talking about garnishing our wages and I get direct deposit, I almost went to my job and told them, baby, just mail me a check from now on. I'm gonna be sick if I'm waiting on a direct deposit from my job in the amount of $1,000 plus. And I check my account, it's negative $2,000. You know how long it's gonna take me to pay back $150K?
Man, $150K in student loans? Holy moly, what did you study in school? Like neurosurgery, I hope? What?
Student loan. At this point, I regret even going to school because I ain't even using a degree. I got a bachelor's in biology and I got a master's in secondary education. At this point, let me just go back to school.
Okay.
Go ahead and run my credit. I ain't had it then when you first approved me for the loan. I ain't got it now while you trying to get this money back. Y'all tell me what I need to do to dispute these loans off my credit report, please. Who got the power to wipe them out? Because at this point, I'm tired.
Yo, is that how much it costs now for a bachelor's and a master's degree? A bachelor's in biology and a master's degree? That sounds a little bit steep. I mean, that's ridiculous. Yeah, $150K. And apparently, I can't relate because luckily I never had student loans. But I have owed the government money before, right? And let's just say I know how they can get about their money. They be like wanting their money like big time.
Stewie, hey.
Hey there. So, it's been 24 hours. Got my money?
Oh, you know what? Just give me till next Friday. I'll have it for you.
Oh, that's funny. I could have sworn I said have it today.
Yeah, I don't have it. Sorry.
Oh, well, all right then. That's good, OJ. Yeah, that hurt? Yeah, that's what happens, man.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that's what happens. Where's my money?
So I would just advise this sister here to be super careful and don't end up like those EBT queens that we saw, right? Where like they ended up where they started owing like I think 35K or so. It really can escalate really fast with the government. Do not ask me how I know this, but just I do know this. And then the other thing is, does anybody else notice how she sounds like she belongs on a Django scene? Like the way her voice is, it sounds like, when I go to Miss Elijah, when I go to Mississippi. Like she sounds like she could literally have a role on Django Unchained. Let me know down in the comments if you know exactly what I mean.
They're about to start garnishing wages for these unpaid student loans, girl. I knew we was unified and not paying them. But girl, we got to stay unified with what we got coming up. So here's what I will recommend. If you can file for deferment, because I knew they stopped doing the income-based repayment plans. They stopped doing that at a minute.
So like deferment, like from my understanding, it's not going to stop the interests, just saying. So I don't know if you just want to keep the loan waiting there for you. It's still going to be there just waiting for you in the future.
Hey, what the hell?
Whoa. Is there a problem? Huh? You want to go? Go.
Only with, it's just going to be more. So if you think you want to end up running your bill up, then follow what this guy is saying. But yeah, what do I know?
Go. But if you can still do the deferment, I would highly recommend applying for that because I just got approved for the deferment. If you want to know if you can get approved for the deferment, if you receive any type of public assistance, I'm talking like Medicaid, if you could get $5 worth of food stamps. Okay, if you could get $5 worth of food stamps, send them that approval letter and you will be deferred. My stuff just got deferred until October. Okay, girl, that's what we're going to have to do. And then by that time, I'm going to be back in school. Okay.
It's all fun and games until somebody's bank account is getting garnished. Right? That's how they're going to be laughing. All the way to the bank to garnish your wages. Like, you never want to mess with the government, y'all. Like, I messed with them, you know what? It's like, I fought the law and the law won. Let's just say the law definitely won, right? The way they came down on me, you think I was smuggling gold in Panama. It's like, I wasn't hiding any of my money in Panama, guys. I'm just the average Joe trying to make ends meet and take care of my family. But they really be coming after us. But then the way they really dash out money, like that's the other part I don't get, right? In one hand, they come after their citizens aggressively. Now, granted, you've taken the loan, you should repay it. But still, like the way they come after you for the money and the way they apply those interests and probably penalties. Meanwhile, like whenever it's like humanitarian, which is good, it's good to be like a good country and help the less fortunate and the needy, right? It's good to help them. I'm not saying don't help them, but somehow they magically have billions after billions after billions for all these humanitarian aid. But then they always say charity begins at home. So take care of your people first. This is just my opinion. And then move on. And I thought that was the whole MAGA movement, right? Was America first. So why are you coming after Americans so hard?
Because I'm not fit to play with them. I don't have it. You'll get your little money. And I knew something was coming, which is why I looked up on it. Because I don't know who's been checking their credit, but I haven't paid my student loans. Right? I was on the repayment plan like back in 2020. Once the pandemic hit, I stopped paying altogether. Right? But I was on the repayment plan. Then they stopped the repayment plans. And I just been watching my credit. Back in March, my credit took like a hit of like 200 points because I ain't never paid them people. And I was like, oh, this is bad. And I was about to get it taken off my credit. But I know that that was the longest item on my credit was them student loans. So I was like, let me go see if I could get a deferment or what other options they have. And I applied like 2 weeks ago and it just went through like yesterday. Girl.
Yeah, you know what? And then this is the same guy probably several years later, he'll be wondering why his debt is at like 200K. Now, I'm not saying that what they're doing to him is right, but I'm of the opinion that student loans should absolutely not be pardoned. However, I think that they need to go easy on the interests on people. Like they really need to consider like making the interest something that people can actually afford, because lots of times people are going to school to try and make their futures better, not to become debt-ridden. So you're already setting them up for failure if they're having hundreds of dollars worth of payments every single month in student loans. Meanwhile, their rents are going up, groceries is going up, literally everything is going up. And now you're trying to still keep collecting your same interest and then not giving people a break. I mean, something's got to give at some point. So I say, you are absolutely liable for paying your debt, but also I think they should take it easy on the interest payments. Have mercy on the people. Please show mercy. Mercy.
But yeah, because I knew something was coming. Because like all that time I hadn't paid and it just wasn't showing up on my credit report. But it was like back in March, like mid-March, they had put it on my credit report. I was like, I don't trust that girl, but garnishing wages is crazy. We all fit to be hitting the streets. Okay? Okay, it's about to be cash only around these parts.
Yeah, good luck with hitting the streets. You're probably going to be the only one that's going to go. We all saw how it worked out for the Freedom Convoy people, right? Here in Canada. And then people's accounts ended up getting frozen. People got trampled on. Well, not people, but like an older lady got trampled on with a horse. And yeah, so we've seen how that works out whenever you take to the street. But yeah. Am I right? Anyways, if you're rocking with the content, be sure to give this video a like and a subscribe. And until next time, peace.